welcome back. So I haven't been uploading like I said I was. I missed an upload date. I told you, keep an eye on me, hold me accountable. But I have been busy. I have been filming. I have been running around town, multiple towns, lots of shenanigans. And I'm inviting you to join me so I can share with you what I've been up to. Spend a few days with me. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to go to Palm Springs. We're going to go to Pomona. We're going to junk hunt in Pomona. We're going to antique in Palm Springs. We're going to work on a new project together. Lots of other stuff. So I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. And let's have some fun. We need it, right? We need a distraction. So come on, join me. let's do a quick round about the office, and then we'll get started with the hauls. So let me show you the office. Let's walk through that first. Walking into the office, here we go. Walking in, I have this dresser here. There's a mirror that goes over it. We haven't put it on yet, but I know it's gonna look so pretty when we do. This is an antique dresser that my aunt gave me, and I love it. Um, this is my utility cart that will eventually go into this large closet. This is a large closet, guys. It goes real deep. I won't open it though because we have filled every inch of it with stuff. But eventually it will be cleared out and I can put my utility cart in there, in that office, in that closet. This is a hook I want to put up. I'm going to put this up eventually. This is going to replace the chrome hook I have on my door here. I think it's going to look really cool there. So, and there's my multi-poo. There's my baby. He's getting groomed tomorrow. He looks a mess. He hasn't gotten groomed for a while because we wanted to protect him. He was itchy and hurting and not feeling well. So we are taking really careful with when he gets groomed and how he gets groomed. So thank goodness my groomer is going to take him to her home tomorrow and groom him all by himself. He's going to be taken care of tomorrow with a medicated bath. She's going to take care of him. So anyway, okay, and so then this is the other side, the armoire. Eventually that will also go in the closet because like I said, guys, it's a deep closet. That will fit in it, but eventually when it gets in there, and then I'll put a lower table for my TV because right now I feel like it's just too high up. So we're going to bring that down. I think that'll look really cool. Okay, and this rug, I laid down the blanket and the pillows because for a while when I started using this office, Teddy wasn't comfortable jumping up on the bed. He is now, obviously. He's made his little space there. But for a while, this was all he would do. He would just stay here. And it might have been because he was actually sick for a while and just not feeling well. But he's feeling a lot better now. I know you can't tell because he's so mopey, but he's feeling better. He doesn't even use this space anymore. So we're going to get rid of that stuff so I can enjoy the beautiful rug that I purchased. I will leave a link in the description below if anyone's interested. I love it. It's so cozy. It's like, oh, so cozy. And then here's my work table. Okay, before we talk about the work table, let's go over here. Here's my desk. Here is my bookshelf over here. I got this lamp at a thrift store for $3.50 at a thrift store where you take things that builders will take and things to the thrift store, like supplies that they use to build a home or stage a home. So I got that for $3.50. I just have to get the lampshade. I've been using it without the lampshade and I don't mind it at all, but I think I might look for a lampshade for that. I got this daybed from my dad. He bought it and then realized he didn't really care for it. It was a dark charcoal colored blue or charcoal kind of color. I painted it Annie Sloan Country Gray and I love it. It's got tons of storage. Let's see. I can show you the storage here. I mean, tons of storage down there. So yeah, I like that. And then talking about the bookshelf here, these were actually here in the home when we moved in, when we bought this house. These were custom made for the room next door. My husband took over the room next door and I brought a bookshelf in here with me and I'm glad I did because I love how I can arrange all of the little goodies that I've collected and that I do collect. This isn't arranged the way, I mean, this isn't a final arrangement by all means. I still have some work to do, but this is off to a good start and I really like what I have here. I have some antiques here, like these were my grandma's jars of buttons. This was her sewing kit. This was just an odd little wooden thing I bought from a friend of mine who had a booth at an antique shopping parking lot sale. I don't even know what it is. She doesn't know, but she gave it to me for like 50 cents or something. My husband found this, so I have that. I collect vintage cookbooks and I have that collection because it started with my grandmother. One of these books, I think this is hers and this is hers. I think I thrifted this book and thrifted that book. Someone gave me this one and I think I thrifted that one. But I love going through her books, especially when she writes little notes in there. So I'll share that with you guys one of these days. I've shared it on my blog. I know for sure I've put some stuff on my blog. I have Lucy's collection. I have all of her CDs of her series, I Love Lucy. Yeah, I'm a big fan. And then these right here, these were my favorite books when I was growing up. So I have these books and then some other books that belong to my mom. And I found this Holly Hobby color form. I found this, I think, I don't know, shopping around, but I kept it or I bought it because I was a huge Holly Hobby fan when I was little. And I was a huge color form toys. I probably had this as a child. So when I found it, I had to get that. So I really love that. We'll play that one of these days. And that's just a piece I have from a day bed or a bed set that I have to fix. So I just put that there so I wouldn't lose it. And then these are just some craft books that I have, like books that I can put together, for crafting or use when I'm doing some crafting. Got an extra keyboard and computer stuff down there. And then my books up here, some things I've thrifted. That is some cool, like weird thing where you could put your phone in there and watch a movie on the wall. So that would be cool. Maybe we'll try that one of these days. And I can't reach that, but that is another bookshelf. It's like a book end, but I can't reach it. So I'll have to show you that another day. And then this was my attempt at building a gallery wall. So I've never done one before, but I kind of put this together, but I'll point out a couple of things for you. That is a drawing my husband made for me. My husband's an artist. So I have that. And then he drew my logo for my website. This is the one he drew for me, but my son had it commissioned on someone, he commissioned someone to burn it on wood. So that is my logo burned on wood. And these are just some prints that I purchased at an antique mall. And that I think I took from someone who offered it for me to sell. And I said, no, I think she's coming home with me. So that is mine. And then this is a corner shelf. My grandfather made this corner shelf. So I have that with some, just the little things that I have sitting on there. Haven't really staged it very well yet, but that was something my grandpa made. And then I don't know if I even pointed this out, my desk. One of the things I still want to work on is over here in this corner. I'm having an issue with these cords here. I thought at first I would just have that strip attached to the bottom of the desk and then have all the wires run under the desk. I think that's a viable solution. I don't know. Comment below if you have any better ideas. I don't know. Because I do plan on using the sit stand desk for a while longer. I don't really know if I'll replace it anytime soon. So I need to find a solution for those wires. That's just not going to work out. Okay, and then this is a project I'm going to be working on. It is a dollhouse that I bought years ago, about probably 10 years ago. I bought it with my granddaughter and she absolutely loved it. She begged me to buy this for her. I hesitated for a while. I said, hey, if it's still here when we come back, I will buy it for you. And gosh darn it, gosh darn it, it was there. So I had to buy it for her. And she would just sit for hours, just immersed in this little world, putting it all, filling it with all her little treasures, all her littles, and she just absolutely loved it. But unfortunately, one night as it was in her room, and even though her father did give instructions to people to never enter her room when she's not home, unfortunately, there were some children of some guests in his home when she wasn't there, and they vandalized her dollhouse. And I mean, when I say vandalize, like vandalize, like every window was broken. These were actually removed. These were removed. This was the only one that wasn't broken. I think they would have probably damaged all of the shingles. I think at some point they probably got caught because this was the only shingle I found that was damaged. Yeah, it's a shame. And I brought it home with me when this happened a few years ago. I brought it home and it's literally been sitting in my home for a few years. We really haven't decided what to do with it. But this year, talking with my granddaughter, we have decided we're going to give this girl a makeover. And she is absolutely on board with that. She and I ran some ideas over on this subject that we actually kind of agreed on. She agrees that because we have these cedar shakes, we think a really pretty dusty blue would look really cool, almost like a Cape Cod kind of color. So we're thinking of doing that. And I think she asked me to paint the hearts to blend in. So like paint them white so they blend in with the shutters. So we'll probably be doing some of that. Let me turn it around so you can see the rest. Okay, so the inside, you can see these are the windows that were torn off here. And I think part of the door was torn up. I don't know what happened to that window. It's gone. Um, but we're going to do something. We're going to demo all the windows. I'm going to take them all out. We're going to start from scratch on the windows. And I will pull the carpet up so we can do hardwood floors because I think that would look really cool. We may either put new wallpaper because there's some damage here with some tape. We may put new wallpaper, or I was thinking if we can't find a wallpaper we like, then we can paint. You know, we can just paint something or put some faux shiplap, like something like that. I don't know, but we're gonna think about that. The only requirement that my granddaughter had was she's not a big fan of the moody vibes that are very popular right now. I was very surprised for a teenager. She does not care for the moody. She wants it light and bright. And I said, okay, that's what we'll do. I think this is going to be the spa retreat here. And then this will be maybe like her cozy room here, like maybe a day bed and a vanity or something just for her, but the spa here. And then I'm going to make the bottom part a beautiful kitchen because this girl loves to cook. She loves to be in the kitchen. So I'm going to give her a beautiful kitchen here. And then this will be the living room, but I think I want to do it kind of in a style of like a library, something very um, something formal but not formal. She loves books and she loves to read, so maybe something like that. But definitely, what we're going to take off the felt. We're going to take off the carpeting, and we're going to demo all the windows off. And I think the stairs are okay. I don't think those got damaged, so I think that's okay. This was her doing right here. She put snowflakes on the ceiling, so we got to take those off. Thank goodness it's coming off easily. But that's the project. And like I said, she is fine with it. She's gotten over the hurt feelings because it really did hurt her feelings that somebody that was a guest in her father's home would damage something that didn't belong to them. So that did bother her for a while, but she's fine now. This happened years ago. She's a thriving teenager and she's so happy now that now we can look at this and say, you know what, this is a project for granddaughter and grandma. We bought it together, we're going to fix it together. And I'm, really happy that I can do that for her. And I'm really glad that she's okay about that. When we went over some ideas of the dollhouse, she made me laugh because one of the comments she made was, Grandma, it's not like I'm going to play with it again, because she didn't care too much about the design except for the non-moody. She doesn't want the moody. But I explained to her, someday when she gets older, she may want this back. She may want it in her home. She might want it for a child of hers. I don't know. So, and of course, it just gives us something that we can do together, which is the whole intent. The whole reason we bought it was because we were shopping together. This was something we wanted to do together. So, anyway, we're going to work on this. So, over the next few weeks, I will be working on this and I'll be updating you guys on the progress and what we end up doing here with the dollhouse. So let me show you. Let's do a haul. Let me show you what I got in Palm Springs. Um, I know for sure I got more in Palm Springs than I did in Pomona. I had fun in both venues. I was really happy with the Pomona trip because I got to see my family. We got to have lunch. We got to have a lot of fun together. Palm Springs was great. Wasn't feeling too well, so we called it a day early and I came home, and that's kind of why my upload didn't make it by deadline because I wasn't feeling well, and I promised myself that I wasn't going to push myself or not allow myself time to recover when, I get sick or I'm tired or overwhelmed or anything like that. So, one of the things that I had to accommodate is working around when things go wrong, when things happen. But all in all, we had a great time. I knew that the Pomona trip was going to be on my calendar this month, so I just decided to wrap it all up. And yeah, so let me show you what I got. Okay, so let's start with the haul from Palm Springs. That shopping area, although it was the tiniest place compared to where I was, it was the smallest shopping venue that I visited, but they had the best prices. And honestly, I when you go shopping without a plan, you end up buying more. When I went to Pomona, as you can see later on, I'll show you what I got in Pomona. I went with a plan and I stuck with it. So um, let's do a haul first of what I got in Palm Springs. So in Palm Springs, the first thing I bought was actually my husband had found a booth where there were books, and he's a big fan of like art books, anything related to art. I think he ended up buying a couple of books. I don't have them here in my office. They're in his office, I'm sure. But that table had some really cute books. And I bought this little, the ABC of barbecue. I don't eat meat, but but I bought it because I do collect vintage cookbooks. And I thought this would be a really cute little book to add to my collection. I hope you can see it. I think the camera should focus, but if not, I can do a scan on the table. It's just a really cute little book with recipes in it. So I thought that was really cute. Next, at that same booth, I don't know what this is. I really don't. It's just some weird little like plate. I don't know if it's meant to put anything on top of, but it says on the back, it says Lady Claire, and it was only $3, and it's a picture of Fleet Street. And I thought that was really cute. I don't know what it is, but for $3, like I said, I went without a plan. I wasn't shopping for anything in particular. So that's the item I got at that booth. And then right when I was paying for it, I noticed that the vendor likes to carry what they call the smalls or the littles, because in Palm Springs and in touristy areas, you're going to run into a lot of shoppers that are on vacation and they don't have a lot of room to carry things home. So she had a lot of littles. And I thought this was just adorable. It's a little rolling pin. And like I said, I collect vintage recipe books. I collect rolling pins in my kitchen. I thought this would be really cute, especially for the project I'm working on. This might fit in it kind of cute. $3 for this little miniature rolling pin. And then on my way out, I found a vendor who had a couple of items that I really liked. Well, one vendor actually, there were two different vendors next to each other, and one vendor had this, like, not anything special, nothing fancy. It's just a typical little kitchen scale. I think I bought it for like $7, but it reminded me of when my mom was on Weight Watchers and she used to have to weigh her food, and it reminded me of that. So I bought it. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. I think I'm actually going to put it on my shelf, maybe to hold my cookbooks or something. I thought it might make a cute little book end or something. But let me show you, the vendor next door had, I think what I paid, this, like I said, was $7. I paid most for this last item, but let me show you why. You're going to know why when you see it. Okay, so for this demonstration, I had to move things around because I really had to show you what this is. It's just a pink trunk. It's got one handle here on the top. Yeah, it's just on the top. See? Nothing here on this side. And then a clasp that opens here. I think it opens this way. So let me open this up. And what it is it's a chest or a trunk for your Barbie dolls. And since I'll be working on this project here that we talked about, or that we will talk more about, I just thought this was so cute. I mean, look, it was all completely filled with the hangers, with clothes. Honestly, guys, I haven't even opened this yet. I just bought this and brought it home and set it down until I was going to film with you guys. So we're opening it together. It looks like it's got a handle inside to hang stuff and this little ribbon. And then each drawer, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm going to find. I hope there's no bugs or anything in here. You're going to hear me scream. But these little clothes were in here, and it's going to take, oh my goodness, look at this. It's going to probably not be as easy to fill back up again. Oh my gosh, look at these, so cute. I'm going to have to go get some little dolls to play with. But the reason I got this is because I'm trying to find other just things that I can do to kind of unwind. Look at this little dress. And since I'll be working on this dollhouse, I thought I could, look at that little pants. I thought I could just buy things to kind of fix up maybe a corner of the room where the dollhouse is, and just have these two little things keep each other company. Now there's a lot of stuff in here. I mean, I don't even know. This is going to take quite a bit. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit it in there again. I might just have to go through this without you guys because, you know, I don't know how long you guys are going to want to watch me take things out of here. But that was one drawer. And then this drawer, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to find something valuable in here. Wouldn't that be cool? Just little doll dresses and garments. This, oh, how cute. This one has little like caps, I guess. Little knitted caps for your dolls, maybe. Let me see if I can try to put these back in some way. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to fit everything in here exactly as I found it. But let's keep opening these. A little dress. Oh, this one has bigger dresses and it's got shoes. Bunch of little shoes, little chanclas. Lots of little shoes. Yeah, some of these dresses have been maybe stained or worn out by other materials that have been stored with it. I'm going to have to find a better way to store these. Here's the last drawer. Oh, cute. This is going to look really cute in the dollhouse. I think this is going to be really cute. That'll be a really cute addition to the dollhouse. And another little dress. Another little top. And these look like, oh, little like pajamas. Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. And I think these are, oh, these are probably slippers for the feet. And then this is the little cap like that. Oh, that is precious. So I know you might think this is really weird, you know, playing with dolls again, but, you know, find whatever kind of cozy hobby that relaxes you or that helps you kind of disconnect from everything. And if it's playing with dolls again because you did when you were a little girl, then do it. There's nothing that says you can't do that. So I'll be doing it. I like that. 20 bucks. So I'll put this all back together and it's going to go on display somewhere, maybe on my bookshelf, maybe somewhere near the dollhouse, but it's definitely going to be a part of this office because I think it's just too cute. And like I said, gives me a chance to disconnect and, you know, be a little girl again. Why not? Okay, so lastly, let me get this chair out of the way. Lastly on my list, I went to Pomona and I got just two things. Like I said, I went with a focus. I went with an intention of what I was there to shop for. What I ended up getting were two frames. Now, I bought the frames. Oops. I bought the frames because I have two prints that were not staying on my wall. So I bought frames for them and I bought them each for $10. This one is just a simple white framed wooden frame. This was also $10, just a simple wooden frame. I think it might need to be mended a little bit. I'll put them here. Coming home, I noticed that this one is not going to fit in this white frame that I thought it would fit in unless I add something around it like a border or something. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. This was the other print I have. It's called Grace. And this I think will fit in it based on just yeah. Yeah, I think it'll fit. I might have to do something to adjust it, but I think it'll fit. I was really tempted to stain the wood darker. I think I might still stain the wood darker. I think it'll look really rich, but yeah, that'll work out really well. I just have to put it in correctly, mat it in there, but the frame is what I got from Pomona. The print I got about a year ago from a parking lot sale in Redlands, which I think will come up again very soon, actually. I think it's going to be in April. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, I think the parking lot sale will happen again in April. So stay tuned for that because I'll definitely hit that up. I mean, if I'm able to, I think I will be available. Let's do that. Let's plan for Redlands, but come back again. I have some really cool things coming up. And if I was able to offer you a disconnection, a time where you could just sit down, grab a cup of coffee or a cold beverage or whatever your beverage of choice is, and just kind of disconnect for a while, I hope I offered you that. And come back and see me again. Come back and visit me again real soon. For now, bye.